Salvador, do
Shut
something
up.
drastic.
Huh?
Do something drastic. Did I tell you Salvador, did I tell you about the man going down the road? It hit that cat.
Yeah, what?
It hit a cat. This man was going down the road and he ran over this cat. And he stopped the car. He thought the right thing to do, there was a house right there, so he thought the right thing to do is go up there and tell him about it. So he went up and he knocked on the door, and this woman come to the door, and he said, do you own a cat? And she said, yes. So we just think the world and all of it. So he said, well, I just ran over a cat out here, and I'm afraid it was yours. She said, well, what did it look like? He said, look like this. And she said, well, before you hit it, what did it look like? He said, like this.
That reminds me.
Come on over between you two sisters. Oh, boy.
Yeah, I tell you, look that joke Tom told me. There was another boy there, he told me, I said, this woman had a little poodle dog, and she was just dirty, y'all ain't gonna listen. And she was thought nothing like a little poodle. She kept clipping his toenails, polished, and rubbing in his hair, you know, and one day he got in heat, he got it. The little boy, Johnny, lay there and showed that old dog called Rover. She looked over the made it to her. She run out the house screaming, Johnny, Johnny, come and get this mutt off my poodle. I don't want to mix it with that old mutt. Johnny, he run up there and grabbed a stick and raised old Rover's tail up his jaw, and stick right up his tail, and he dropped just like that. She said, well, now that's a fantastic trick. I never seen nothing like that before. He said, yes, ma'am, said old Rover can dish it up, but he can't take it.
Dad, I have a joke to tell you.
Get it quick.
Let her rip.
There's this lady and she's taking her butter to the general store. And she stepped up on the first step of the old store and the board was loose. And there were two old gentlemen playing checkers sitting up on the front porch. And the boy raised up and hit her upside the head and knocked her out in the ground, and the butter went everywhere, you know. And she looked up to the men sitting up on the, and her dress was up all up over, and she said, did you see my butterfly? And the men said, look more like an old mop to me.
Said this woman had a house
Y'all
bill.
don't know what you're missing up there.
Said this old woman had a new house bill, and down near the railroad track, and he didn't do such a good job, and she called the town manager to come down there and tell her what to do about the house. She said when the train go by, the house vibrates so the bed shakes me, throw me clean up in the floor. And I want you to tell me, must I sue him or make him build me another house or what? And so after a while she called, was talking on the phone to him, and that's why he drew up a driveway, and he come on in. She said, now, come on in the bedroom. I want you to get in this bed and watch how this house will vibrate and throw you over the floor. So he got in the bed. A few minutes he heard the car drive up. He said, who is that? She said, that's my husband, but that's all right. He knows you're going to be here. And so he come on in the kitchen and into the bedroom, and he saw me laying on his bed. He said, what in the devil are you doing in my bed? He looked up at him. He said, Cap, would you believe if I told you I was waiting for a train?
That's a good excuse for that, all right.
Waiting for a train to go. Oh, see how bad it vibrates going out. That's the dirtiest thing I ever seen anybody do.
They haven't made up with each other. Said, Captain, how you doing? Said 1960, Vietnam. He said, yeah, and one dragging left foot. Said, yeah, dog doo-doo 2 blocks away.
Enough to make you drag it, I tell you.
This guy went on the big car one day. He said about this man, and he was jerking, twisting, snapping and carrying on, and just where it was. Apologized. I said, I'm sorry, lady. Said, I got this from the wall. So she got upset down by this little boy over there, and he sat down like this. He said, Ari, you got that from the wall too? He said, no, I got that in my nose. I don't know what to do with it.
Yeah, in the basement, wrapped up in Reynolds wrap, right on that table.
You want another baby, Monty?
He can have all he wants.
Okay, you going in?
I'm right there.